Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We've landed at the Waves at Caloundra for the Sunshine Coast Champion of Champions. And first up we have, well, it's the pairs and it's the semi-finals, and we've got the ladies. And to introduce the ladies, I'll introduce to you the real Ray Whittaker.
Righto, good to be here, Wayne. Always enjoy your company and we'll have a good day out. Now, first off, we've got Katelyn in the Kiwana team, and Brenda Balchin will be playing with her today. Unfortunately, Geary, who'd played all the preliminaries and won the club championship with Katelyn, is coming ill today, so Brenda's the substitute. Brenda with the blue bowls there, just put her first two down against Brenda Muntz from Club Mooloolaba. And Brenda's playing, the other Brenda is playing with Mary Geary from Mooloolaba. Mary's obviously, they've won the toss, they've won the mat, and they've led away. Mary playing her first bowl now. The purple bowls are Mooloolabars and the blue bowls there are Brenda Balchins. Obviously we've got three other semi-finals going on as we speak, and I'll go through those shortly who's playing. Two men's and two ladies rinks. So the weather's been turned on to here today for this game compared to yesterday. Yesterday was an absolute mess. The only way we can put the weather. They tried their hardest to get through games, and it just didn't happen. You can't play through puddles, and they tried for a moment, but anyhow, common sense prevailed, and we came back this morning and finished a couple of games to get through, hence the later start for the semi-finals today. So Mary's had a long one and a short one at first two. I'm sure she'll adjust though. Katelyn's found enough weight at first, so she can make the adjustment here. Pretty good track. All she's got to do is finish. And she has. That would possibly be two shots to Kiwana at the moment with Brenda's bowl at Jack High, probably number one shot. Brenda Balchin most recently won the State District Champion pairs with her husband David out at Nambour. Very good win there. They played brilliant bowls all right through the whole tournament and took out the title this year. Brenda Muntz has thrown it out there. Pretty good bowl there. Down for shot. Great bowl. Brenda Balchin, follow-up bowl, just a bit heavy, but found a line on that hand, so see how she goes with the correction. Another fair bowl coming here. Just sneaking under, not quite the weight. Katelyn calling Brenda to clear a bit of a track through there. Any old weight. Only got to move that bowl just to give Katelyn a bit of room to work with something else.
Yeah, it's on. Oh, no holes.
Nearly found the shot. She's taken the shot bowl out by misadventure, let's say.
That's what she meant to do.
Oh well, she put it in the paddock, but don't think that was the aim. It would be hopeful that to roll the first purple one out of the way would have been the shot she looked at. So in the other semi-final of the ladies, we've got Tewantin playing against Pelican Waters. For Tewantin representatives are Kathy Burgess and Robin McAnally. The Pelican side's Jenny Gordon and Helen McGlynn. So plenty of experience there in those teams. Aries launched away. She might get a bit unlucky here, actually.
Well, I've told the story a couple of times. It was Mary Geary that got me involved in bowls at Woombai when I moved there in 1999.
So Mary had a stint at Woombai, which I didn't know.
Yeah, they ran the Friday night bowls, which, you know, the old cliche, you had to wait for someone to pass on before you could get a game.
Yeah,
It was that popular.
Well, Mary's had a few shirts, and I didn't know that one. I know she spent time at... she's had a crack at Coolum at one stage, and Mooloolaba a lot of time there. And she's played at Kawana. Yeah, so...
Well, Jeff was the Telstra
Righto, yep.
technician back then, and he put an extra line in after I'd been in the house for a year or so. And I was playing the tennis on the corner, and he just said, "Oh, come up, play a game of bowls." Okay.
Well, you weren't much good at tennis, so you might as well.
Well, one thing I didn't like about tennis is I kept on wearing out the front of my shoe. Is it going to... Yep.
Very good comeback, Mary. I don't know whether she made it. Yes, she's drawn that, yes.
They played the first game this morning, if you just look to your left on the white line, and I just noticed that bowl come in then. It was very true. So this is a much kinder one to be on.
Katelyn looked like she's playing a little bit of weight through that hole. See what happens.
Well,
She's
she's
pretty
through
accurate
the
for a
hole.
hole.
Don't get that front one. Oh, you need a rattle.
That'll be first end gone. One shot to Mooloolaba.
It doesn't help when both names start with Brenda. Hello. Glasses are gone.
Right, so for all the viewers out there also, we can have a little talk about the other games going on. And we've got Club Marucci in one of the semi-finals against Palmwoods, and we've got James Connolly and Johnny Jones playing against Dominic and Jamie Bartell. The other game, we've got a Caloundra team on their home ground versus Yandina. Desi Shaw and Terry Waters versus Scott Maslin and Richard Stiles. And Scott and Richard had a very good win this morning over the Kawana combination, who have done everything lately. So, yeah, it's a bit of a level of this surface up here. You've got to play carpet, and Jeremy's one of the best in the business. But this morning I just saw Scotty played a brilliant game this morning. He was in the head every end. And anyhow, that's under the bridge, and Yandina are on the next challenge against the local boys. busy bee for Wayne here. We've got him starting to set the other games up on the screen. Hopefully we'll be able to get some scores through to you pretty regularly during the day and get one of our runners out there and bring us back a few scores. We haven't quite got the camera adjusted enough on that, Jack, so we'll... The girls have put 3 bowls well back on the rink, and the Jack's probably just over 3/4. And Brenda M from the Lullaby with the purple bowls has nailed the first shot in there. If ever you want to correct your delivery, just view that side-on view of Katelyn's delivery there. And nothing wrong with it.
Mm.
Anyone can learn off watching that side-on view. There's not much wrong with that side-on view of Mary's arm delivery either. She's tickled the Jack on the way through. I thought Brenda had played enough live stream recently. Oh, that's not the other Brenda. This is Brenda Muntz. She hasn't played enough live stream to stand to the side enough yet, so we'll work on her during the day. Early days, and that's probably Maluba holding 2 shots there. I think the back bowl's probably closer than Katelyn's front bowl, maybe. Pretty good crowd here today. Early days, they're here to see some action. And in the background there, we've got the mainstay of the Caloundra Club here, the Sunday morning rollers. They've been a bit of an icon here for years. The Caloundra rollers and the mainstay of the club. Always good to see the boys out here having fun on a Sunday morning. Another handy bowl there from Brenda Muntz. Brenda Balchin playing the percentage shot through Katelyn's bowl, but needed to grab it. Brenda's in a fair paddock again here. Just got to finish and she'll go very close here. Possibly in the count, but still a good yard short. Fairly handy bowl from Katelyn here, trying to rectify the situation for them. But he's still one shot to Moolbar, maybe. Brenda Muntz got a bit of an inkling that Moolbar may hold the shot, but I think it's probably a lot closer than what we're thinking there. Brenda's got the official word from the manager, Wayne, here. Very Geary. Great bowl there.
Good bowl, Mary. Good bowl.
BB just second out second shot, 2 down. Katelyn's bowl well on the way. She's got to clear her own bowl here to get a result. And she's done that. Very good bowl.
Just like that.
Yep.
You just draw it. When you're under pressure.
For all those international viewers there, you can see the time. It's 20 to 11 at Caloundra Bowls Club. Waves in Caloundra, Australia.
It's a beautiful sunny day. Look at that.
Right.
Clear as.
Leave all that rain out to sea because it's been getting off the ocean for a fair bit lately. Sunshine Coast has had about 3 or 4 weeks of solid bowls here with district sides going into state championships. And now down to this district finals. And of those 4 weeks, there's probably been 3 weeks of rain. So we've been lucky to have a speckled day here and there, and it's back to the normal Sunshine Coast today. Beautiful day. There's a great start to Brenda Muntz here. She's got that little trail for a start, and she's had the better of Brenda Balchin in the first couple of ends, so we'll see how that plays out as the day goes on. Another very good bowl, it's 2 shots. And the Moolbar girls come off their carpet, which is a little bit faster than this, but just I might add though, the Caloundra surface it was running 15 yesterday at least, and when it gets wetter and cooler, it bowls quicker. So it's probably more suited to their conditions than the Kiwana girls who come off grass. And I might add though that Dipper's been having a bit of a crack. Dipper from Coolum, the greenkeeper, he's having a bit of a crack at the Kiwana greens at the moment. He's got them running pretty good at the moment. I was there the other day and They ran a good 16 or 17 one of the days, and that's the best we've seen them for quite a number of years. And despite the weather conditions we've had, he's doing a very good job down there. Big applause out there for Dipper, who played in the Coolum team of the pairs with Mick Japunzi yesterday, and they were a bit unlucky. They got rolled out by the Maroochy Beach boys, and it was a game that was shortened with rain, and they reckon they were in the hunt, and they certainly were, but the rain put them to bed, unfortunately. So
I'll just double check that one with you. That matches your sheet, does it?
yes, it does.
Okay.
And you'll also endeavour to get the other men's game up there too, Wayne. Have you got room for that? Club Maroochy versus Palmwoods. Yeah, so for all those clubs that have got teams there still in the semi-finals today, you'll be able to keep an eye on their scores as the day goes on. We'll try to keep them updated so you can sit in the armchairs at home and have a bit of a look and see what's going on with your own players. I don't know what the call is here from Katelyn, whether she wants to disturb that, roll that blue bowl up, or just draw around for a second shot maybe around the corner there. We'll see what happens. She's got a fair line if she's got the weight, but not going to quite sneak through. It's probably still 2 down. Or 2 up to the Little Ladies. Good line again from Brenda, but she just didn't quite have the journey there. And Katelyn willing the other BB to get up to the head this time. She's got a bit more weight, she just needs the right rattle to cut it down, or maybe do the ultimate. Done very close, she's got the right wriggle and give herself a chance. And what's Mary got to say about this? Just calling for the draw around that. So Mary having a little closer look now. Give us nothing, Mary. Don't tell us anything. Katelyn looks like she's going to play through it a bit, so maybe Katelyn thinks she's down. No commitment from these girls. They're not going to give us anything. Katelyn playing inside out, trying to roll her own bowl up onto Brenda's, up onto the purple. Yeah, she's cleared a bit of a path for herself. Geary rethinking her shot. She looks like she's going to go on the, what would be a forehand, backhand on the arm.
Oh, that's wide.
I think she's gone there.
Going around the back.
That is the hand you cannot afford to spray, but she might have gone. She's gone for cover maybe, which makes a lot of sense, given the 3 Bacchus blue bowls.
Okay.
Katelyn with a forehand niggle here. Got her own bowl at least. I think I might have heard her say that's mine.
What are we trying to do here?
I don't think it's going to get down, Wayne, but they're giving the commentary team nothing to work on here. Didn't waste a lot of time. I'd say they thought they were down, but they thought they better just check in case.
Taking it up a little bit. Right on her toes, eh? Like a good lead. Got to practice that, haven't I, Ray?
Well, they have got to practice that.
Put the jack on your toes. Got to practice that.
It can be fatal. Good game not to put it where you want it. See in the background over Brenda's, let's say her left shoulder there. That's the Caloundra clubhouse. Big extensions there. The Waves have done a multi-million-dollar renovation here, and for anyone that's been into the club lately, it's pretty 3/4 done and looking $1 million. Really, yeah, really done a fine job there. So. It's been a 12, 14, 15 month process on so far, and they've managed to keep bowls going, they've managed to keep meals going, managed to keep the bar going for that period of time, and functioning just for the bowlers and the people of the local community. It's been good. Brenda just a metre or so through with both of her bowls, and let's call Brenda BB, this one from the Kawana BB. Holding shot, and she looks like she's drawn another fair bowl here. Just starting to find her range a bit better maybe now. Very good lead, worth a little high five at this stage of the game.
There you go, done around the grounds.
Very good, Wayne.
It's early, but I wanted to get my head around where they were on the boards and all that sort of thing.
You went and did that little runner all by yourself, or
Yeah.
didn't have someone go out with you?
No, we didn't delegate.
Didn't even miss you in here.
It's 110 live streams so far, and that's the first round the grounds I've done.
Very good.
I know it goes without saying because you're probably watching it on either the Facebook or on the YouTube, but yeah, Bowls Promo TV, if you're sending it to your friends to say what they have to search for. Is it going to be enough?
No, I don't think so. It's a couple of handy seconds in the head though.
She's good, isn't she?
Katelyn Inch doing what Katelyn Inch does.
Oh, and a touch. A little bit of decoration, graffiti on the bowl.
Also, a shout out hi to Katelyn's parents in New Zealand. Hopefully, they're having a look on our live stream. Let us know you're out there watching.
International audience.
They do follow her bowls closely.
Willow, how are you, mate? Where are you at the moment with your journey around Australia?
He was in Caloundra yesterday.
Oh, was he?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Lap year.
He's starting the lap again shortly. I told him I was going to get back to him yesterday, but he'd gone when I come back, so he's having a lovely meal in at the club.
You need to update your score.
Can do.
Mary's up to 2. When I did the Malta live stream yesterday, it was so good to be able to delegate the scoring to the person commentating. Because with all the rain and everything else that was going on and all the moving, it's good to offload one of the jobs. Ooh, you cooked this one. I know what she's trying to do, but she was a bit wide. She'll lose that.
Yeah, well, Mary's obviously asked her to play into the head and see if she can create something to open it up a little bit.
I think she's lost that. Yep.
Let's block that little hole off, Brenda. I don't think she meant to do it, but it did. Mary and Brenda Muntz have a little discussion on how we're going to change this up.
Well, that shot that no longer exists, does it? I heard a story yesterday that I know they talk about Robbie with a big stick, but apparently he uses lollies. Give you a lolly if you stay away from the line. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, but I need to obviously get some lollies.
I'm not going to quite get down the hand, yeah. It's probably a yard too heavy to get down to it.
Let it stay on. Yep.
Stayed alive, but I'm not seeing the jack going that way either.
Blocking up the hand, or
I'm suggesting Katelyn's probably found the feel of this green a little bit, but it could be something that Katelyn won't be happy with that. It's something that Mary can use here. Very close to third shot too.
it's not going to come in, is it?
Brenda waving her fingers there, so it's a may 2 and a maybe 3. Sprayed a bit too, Katelyn. I don't think this is going to get down. So we'll kick a couple out and have a little peep at the measure then.
Can I have those two? Yes, you can. Just the two.
2 shots.
You leader.
Early days. We're back to 21 ends with this game, of course, which is on the screen there. But we had to finalise the quarterfinals with a couple of 14 end games, or all of them 14 ends, just to that constituted a game, and that's what we stopped out at. And there was a couple of games that were very close, and a couple of teams that were very unlucky in the quarterfinals not to get a chance to play on those extra few ends.
They started at 8 o'clock this morning, so I wasn't set up to put that one on, but I did sit there and watch Danny Geary, our Switzerland bowler, put up a gallant effort against the boys from Palmers.
Yeah, Danny, they shouldn't have done that interview, mate. You had a target on your back now.
He's famous, world famous.
Tough gig being international, Danny. Apologise to all those people over in Switzerland that are sitting up this time of the day waiting to watch Danny on live stream, but he's not there. My apologies from Danny.
Yes. Well, one on, one behind. Mary's got a foot there. Just put it on my toe. It's all right, isn't it?
If it gets here, it'll be. Yeah, just a little sway of momentum here amongst the leads, with Brenda Muntz coming out of the blocks early and holding the better bowls, getting the feel of it earlier, but Brenda Balchin's just found her line and length now, and just holding steady here for the last 2 or 3 ends.
No time limit. No time limit today?
I don't believe so.
No.
What time did we start this game, Wayne? Did you take note? Was it,
I didn't.
it must have been about 11.
Well, I can tell you. We've been live streaming for...
About 10:30, was it?
Yeah, I think they were standing around waiting for something like that.
So someone hasn't been adjusting the ends either, Wayne.
We need
adjust
the
those
ends, do we?
Yeah, we do. We adjust them. Probably had 4. We've had 4. This would be the 15th, I'd say. 3 singles and a 2. Bit of a slip of the stick there, Mary.
Nicely done.
Mary's changing hands to stay out of trouble. She's got enough weight she'll hold up.
And it's...
Good little run of Mary. Just cut one out and get a bit more space to draw back again now.
So she's got that on the bank there.
Mary's bowl stayed alive at the back.
I'm just looking at the clock up on the wall here of the clubhouse. What was the story with the clock?
Had a flat battery this morning.
Oh,
So Graham Palmer, the president's gone out of his way and he's gone to the shop and got a AA battery and she's all good.
oh, okay. That's what it was. Should be good for another 12 months.
If it doesn't get stolen.
That's, I heard that story
That's
too.
not the story here.
Well, she said that I can't confirm or deny that we may have misplaced it while we moved, but
It hasn't shown up since, and
Hasn't
it's never,
shown
never. It's a new clock, a brand new timer clock that's never been used, and it was, yeah, probably on someone's wall somewhere. That's of absolutely no use to anybody apart from a bowls club.
and to get a toucher.
Brenda Balchin, that's probably 3 or 4 shots to Kawana at the moment. So oh, he's put a replay.
I
on.
have put a replay on. I didn't mean to. I did the wrong one. I've got 2 options of a replay. I can do a quick one, or I can do a set and store it for later for a highlight reel.
Pretty good. So Mary really needs to just find a nice little hole here and just draw a reasonably close one to cut down at the moment, because they've made a bit of a wall there for themselves, which they don't really want. Brenda's scared of you now, Wayne. Look at the way she took a sideways step. I think she's had a quick look at the camera and she ran.
That was very nice.
Another very good bowl to Katelyn Inch. Tough decisions, Mary. You've got to pick a hand and hopefully find a hole.
A rinse and repeat of her last one, really, isn't it?
I think she's a bit tight. No, she's only trying to draw this, and she's ran into one of her own bowls, but it's rolled up for probably maybe 3rd or 4th shot. Hear a bit of chatter between the girls there, live.
Yeah, we could hear Katelyn just fine. Brenda put her hands up to her ears. What'd you say? Okay.
This is hitting down pretty good again, Katelyn.
Yeah.
Another very good bowl.
Now we'll come up and have a look, eh?
And it's not going to look good, but she might really need to attack this to get a result. You can try to cut it down on either hand with the drawer and run into something at the front and be to no avail at all. I think that the better shot would be to look for the jack. They have got the backest bowl for what it's worth.
Good crowds. Good people watching. Oh, that's interesting. We've got the windsock up in the top left corner there, if we want to check the wind direction and speed.
That's the mystery windsock. Somebody's come good with that.
No, that's a donation.
No one knows who.
Yeah.
No one's sticking their hand up, but unfortunately, because of the renovations, the flagpole, which is normally on the corner close to the clubhouse, has had to be taken down for a temporary measure till the renovations happen, in the way of the cranes, etc. And until it went, I didn't realise how often I looked at that. Because there's plenty of wind effect on this green if you don't watch yourself. So Mary's elected to try to draw this under. Hopefully she can land a good weight and cut a few down, but she's away.
We've just got to work around Brenda.
They didn't stop to count much, so it must have been quite an obvious, probably 4, I'd say. Keith Horsland and Sue Little walking through in the background. Down to Sport Moolabar. Aries has gone to 7, so there was a 4.
We can call that Skycam.
So Brenda's getting her lines good here. She's just let that one a metre or so through for a start. Brenda Muntz with a fair weight, but she's just left that little bit wide, and it's very doesn't help you much if you leave it wide on the screen on a couple of different hands. Yeah, very good correction there from Brenda Balchin. Just looking over to the northwest there, and there's a few ugly little darker clouds starting to show up around that have come from behind us and just gone around us. So hopefully we can keep steering clear of those little showers for the day. Which zone did you have that on, Wayne? That's looked more and more north than down here. That's that. When you can't. The radar, you can't change the radar. You put a different zone in. Maybe put Caloundra on your. No.
I can try.
Man of many talents. I'll get the best out of him yet. Little correction on Katelyn's first bowl there, very good correction. Geary straight into the match, he knew what she was doing straight away, just had to shorten the bowl by a metre or so here to get amongst the shots. Did not quite do that though, Mary. Right, so we've updated the scores all around. Wayne's had a bit of a look around the grounds, and there's, I don't know, he doesn't know. He's got them all at 5-2 or 2-5. I don't know what's going on, Wayne. Have you got them right? Anyhow, the Pelican ladies are 5 up to 2 on the Tawantin ladies.
That is a coincidence, isn't it?
It is a bit of a coincidence. The Palmwoods Marucci, we've got 5 to Palmwoods and 2 to Marucci in the men.
Oh, Marucci haven't moved for 3 ends. But at
Yes,
least
and
they're keeping Palmwoods to 1s.
And the Yandina boys are holding their form up. They've got that 3-shot buffer there against Caloundra, so they played very good bowls this morning, and looks like they're continuing. And Jamie and Dominic for Palmwoods had a very good game this morning too, and knocked over a highly credentialed side. Very good bowl from Brenda Muntz. She might have even snagged shot there with the sit and stay on the shot bowl. That's a handy enough bowl from Brenda, just putting one back amongst these back bowls, which the Moolbar girls had 3 of. See, they're all having a look at it, but they're pointing the other way when they're showing their fingers up or down, and we're not seeing from here. So Brenda Muntz, is she going to sneak under those bowls for another shot? Potential shot?
Back door.
Hasn't quite got the weight.
She likes to get involved.
There's a very good bowl coming down here from Katelyn. Stayed in the head for shot, probably. Definitely shot now. Mary, good to have an open draw this time. Been bowling through bowls the last few ends.
Hold. Hold.
Yes, she set the shot bowl.
Good job.
Looks like the Sunday morning rolls have finished their cup of coffee and they're out for another second round of bowls there. Not much coffee gets drunk, by the way, Wayne.
I know what you mean.
Here comes Katelyn with a fairly handy bowl there. So she's done it again, and Mary's got to do it all again.
Well, I've covered Katelyn half a dozen times now, and it's just so consistent, isn't it? She's just there all the time. It's just, especially when they need her. Oh, can you get a kiss off that? Oh, you might get this one out. Oh, I knocked through
Took
that
her
hole.
out. That is unlucky. That is unlucky. Touching the other one, it still may be a measure for second shot.
Can I have that one? Yes. That will measure for the others. Getting a good angle there. Yep, we're good. We might change the angle on you, Brenda. Just the 2.
I'm not sure. I didn't see what her fingers did. She didn't lift the end of the tape up. I don't know whether that meant it was too close to lift the... It was well inside or well out, I don't know.
What's going on? Champion of champions, is it?
Yeah, yep.
Two.
Was 2. So after 6 end, the Kiwana girls have just sneaked away a little bit. 7 end buffer, but 15 ends to go. Anyone's game. Brenda give it a little clap of unhappiness there, but I don't know what she was unhappy about. Yeah, too heavy. So it's 11:19, Wayne. So this game will probably go through till about 1 o'clock, I'd imagine.
Yep.
The two starting, the final starting about 1:30, I suppose. So what's your predictions, Wayne? You've got ladies. You've got Pelican and Waters a couple of shots up. Kiwana ladies a couple of shots up. How do you think that's going to play out, both of those games? I won't hold you to the prediction, Wayne.
Well, if I'm riding anyone's coattails, I wouldn't mind the Palmwoods boys getting into the final because they're next door to Woombye there.
Yes, they're both those games. Like there's a couple of shots in each, and you know the way Andina played this morning, and the men, they've proven themselves very capable of beating anyone, especially on this surface, and just knowing how well Desi Shaw and Terry Waters play here, that's anybody's game, that. And with the Club Marucci Palmwoods, well, gee, Jamie Bartell's probably been one of the most underrated bowlers on the coast here for years. And Dom to a lesser extent. Dom's done a lot of things in bowls that a lot of other blokes haven't done on the coast here, and well, sometimes you watch him bowl and you think, well, he hasn't got the best delivery on the coast, but geez, they're effective.
He puts them in.
Yep.
Here we go. He's a volunteer of the year at Palmwoods. He got a little award. My little company made one up for him.
He could have had the last 4 or 5 years, to be honest.
Yes.
Yeah, for a younger bloke that's involved in bowls. I don't know how old Dom is now, but he's not that old, and he's put a lot of time into admin and etc. Volunteer work at the Palmwoods Club.
Yeah, well, he stands beside me on the computer there, and we make up the club badges, and we make up the cards for their 10,000, and that's after he's worked all night. Hasn't even gone to bed yet because he's a night worker. And he'll finish that up, and then he'll go home for a camp and get ready for work again.
Well, Mary's just bowled a brilliant bowl to drag the jack back, and Katelyn's bowled another bowl to probably roll her own bowl up into nearly shot.
So on the ladies, well, you've got, because your wife is a Galaxy winner or something, isn't she?
A what?
She won the whole Galaxy Bowls. The universe? No, what?
No, so you had a very good state series, yeah.
And which means you probably watch more ladies bowls than.
I have seen a lot more ladies bowls in the last recent times.
So I'll put it back on you. Who do you favour out of that?
Oh, it's not a favour. It's a matter of stacking up the numbers and the way Katelyn's been bowling lately. Gee, I saw a game last week that when they played the semi-final of the state fours, and Katelyn single-handedly, you know, got the Kawana girls out of the ground, and they all come good at the end, and they knocked over Kelsey Cottrell's team. Well, that was a brilliant win in the fours. And
It was.
I think they may have played their grand final in the semi because they got beaten by Pam Roseside in the final. But you know, state level silver's not too bad.
No, that's all right. There wasn't much in it, was there?
In the end, it was only a couple of shots, yeah. So they just got a little. They trailed a little bit early in the game, and things didn't quite flow their way in the final. And they fought back well to have a very respectable silver medal to come their way. Katelyn with Faye and Debbie Dalston and Aileen Duckett. Very good performance.
Mm. Well, Club Marucci is strong, but and currently they've just been stuck on the 2 for a couple of ends. I'll keep an eye on it for you.
Yeah, well, Johnny Jones played a pretty good game that first game, and James Connolly in the last end he bowled the match. He's drawn to within a foot of the ditch for shot, and the Butterham men were holding 3 very good shots, 2 touches in the ditch with the jack a foot away, and 1 bowl on the green about 18 inches short, and Jimmy's drawn shot there. Well, and Jonesy came in and blocked off a little hole for Darren's only chance to get to that. So they came up a little short, unfortunately, the Butterham boys, and in what was a very, very good game.
Yeah, well, because their club's carpet, I thought they were going to get over them there for a while. It looked good for them.
Yeah, I mean, people dwell too much on carpet and grass, and look, you know, it's half carpet, half grass in the district now, and you've just got to bowl on all surfaces. Otherwise, you're wasting your time. You know, if you don't like a surface, you're never going to win on it. So that's my theory. Always has been. So you've got to learn to love wherever you play.
Yes. Okay, changeover. Last 4 bowls to come. And that's we're a third of the way in.
Okay, Zane will probably be just draw to the tee here. Draw to beat the tee on the forehand.
Bread and butter.
She's got the legs, she'll be good. Yeah, brilliant bowl, Katelyn.
Done.
Mary's option, she'll probably play her, what's she, right? She'll probably play down the other hand anyway, and looking to roll a bowl up, get to the jack maybe. Sit and stay off Katelyn's front bowl.
So Brenda's said she's 2 down.
No, Mary's gone different thoughts to me. She's tried to draw to beat Katelyn's bowl.
Well, that was a hard one to figure out. Oh, get a measuring tape out, that one, won't it?
No measuring tape involved, but it might be something Mary can use if she's going to try the same strategy as her last shot. Little lay off, that'd be alright if she's going to play that. Bit wide, a bit big to get that result.
2.
2 more shots there to Kawana.
They're just over 3/4 length, I suppose. I'm just going to have a quick look and see if Club Marucci.
See if they're still wedged on that number 2, you reckon?
Yeah.
There's a great starter from Brenda Balchin. It's a very good reply from now to Brenda. Top bowling. Crowd's going wild, a bit of clapping going on there. Plenty of support from both teams here.
You'll be pleased to know that two things. They've got Ash Van Winkle as a support crew, and they've got moved from 2 to 3. I'll update that now.
2 to 3, right. Another international South African that's made his presence felt on the coast here, Ash Van Winkle, over the last couple of years. Good supporter of bowls. And good bowler to go with it. Katelyn just sliding under. See if Mary can pull a yard off this time. She got a bit heavy the last end. Still got that arm pulling through a little bit heavier than what she probably wants at this stage of the game. Billy Johnson and Debbie Delson in the background on the seats there. Obviously supporting the locals. Debbie was part of the state triples winning team this year with Faye and Lacey Garrick. Lacey, who should be in this game today, but she's not here because she's ill. Very unfortunate, because it's her first club championship she's won this year. Apart from she's won a lot more things outside club stuff, but first club championship, she really would have loved to have been here again, I'm sure. So pity she's gone down ill today. Hoping it's not pneumonia or anything like that, Lacey. Hopefully you're propped up watching somewhere in bed. Better weighted Mary. Just might be just slightly under though. So Brenda Muntz' purple bowl holding the one shot at the moment. Katelyn a bit scared of what she could do if she runs it and runs the jack. She's a couple down at the back if she runs the jack. So I'll probably just get Brenda to draw to that bowl. Oh, the other Brenda's gone a little under here too, so that's both the Brendas have just put their bowls under. Let's run Brenda Muntz's bowl back, so they've got a good little catching area if Mary happens to play a little trail shot on the jack. Holding one at the moment, so she probably wants to hold that rather than trail, but it's not a bad option. Brenda probably not happy with that. It sort of thwarts Katelyn's idea of having a little runner at that shot. Discussion's now on the best option. There's the call. Katelyn getting down with about 2 foot of weight. Can get a result off the outside bowl of her own there probably. She's gone fairly close to doing what she said she was going to do. What a brilliant bowl. Still down, but that was brilliant. Mary, room to draw there. Around that bowl onto the other two and you'll get another shot here. Again, she's got the big lacquer band on that arm today. She just gets a bit too heavy a few times, quite a few times. Brenda calling Katelyn to run that bowl out. They probably have a couple of second shots here. Electing just to draw in under it. Another very handy effort.
Oh, fall in.
So Mary, you're holding one shot here, which you need to really put another shot on the board at the moment. It's yours to lose this shot. So ease that lacquer band up and see if we can pull another draw shot in here. It's a better way, Mary. Just a whisker wider and very safe. One shot and a little bar.
She wants a shorty. I've updated those.
Right, so Wayne's done the update, and it looks like Caloundra, Yandina have jumped away on the Caloundra men. Bit of a turn, not a turn up for the books, but the way Yandina have played, but I didn't think they'd have slipped out that far that early. 11-2 on Yandina on Caloundra, and Marmwood's Marucci all keeping it pretty tight knit there. The other ladies' game, there's nothing much to speak about there, apart from the fact that it's a very tight tussle.
There's your Australian flag.
Yeah, well, the flagpole, that's the best thing we can do for a flagpole at the moment, Wayne. So Margaret wanted to bring the district flag down, and I said, well, don't. There's nowhere to hang it unless you want to climb that light pole over there, and she wouldn't do that. So. Very good again, Brenda. Brenda Muntz. That's great correction on the first. Brenda Balchin, if she's got the legs, she'll get there too pretty well. Clear run? Not quite. Well done, Mary. Couple of foot short, but in the count. Another bad reply from Katelyn. That's number one.
Yep. Well done, Katelyn. Yeah.
There's your reply. She might have to pick it up on with the speed. Most the amount of time you swing your leg across your arm across when that ball's going close to the jack, but it never works. It's the bowl that does the job.
And she'll come in for another.
Short again, Katelyn. Short again.
Critical.
She can be 2 inches short, and I'll tell her she's short. Just give it a bit of a poke with your stick, Mary.
Well, there'll be a good crowd up at Kandanga today for the pork day. Looks like the weather's going to hold for them.
It's one of those clubs you always want to be at, whether it's a pork day or a seafood day or their 10,000 at the end of the year. They've never had a bad day at Kandanga.
I've come home with the esky of pork. Have you? Have you?
Not the pork, not the
Okay.
pork. A few prawns and a few dollars over the years. I've even taken a long trip home through Imbil times just to take a...
It was huge. It's one of those bags that you get when you go to the supermarkets, the esky type one.
Yeah, yeah.
And the roasts, sausages, mince, everything was in there.
That's why they call it a pig day, won't they? Fit the whole pig in there,
It's
mate.
a big. And that's, there's 4 in a team, and there was 4 of us carting this back to Mumbai. I would have went if I wasn't booked to do this one. And that was second place.
Yeah. The first place is a bigger one. Well, they have the can day out there. They have 1,000 can day, I think it is too.
Yeah. Our country clubs do it differently, don't they?
Better, let's say.
Speaking of feeds, what about the seafood day at Rainbow Beach last Monday? Wasn't that just a day out?
Sure was, Wayne. You. The envy of the people on the Sunshine Coast, at least, and surrounds, and Wide Bay. It's the best seafood day you'll ever get.
Well, I've done 2 so far in the last 3 months. I think I need a 3XL.
Wayne, there's a lot of people hope you cark it, because that's the only way you'll get into the tournament. So someone to cark it.
Yeah, I do remember a couple of years ago you couldn't get in, and one day Alan Owen Dowie asked, could I fill in, and it was a work day and I just couldn't go. But it was always a work day, wasn't it? It's always been a Monday.
Yeah, yep. Always good to plan your RDOs on a Monday when there's Rainbow Beach Seafood Day involved. Right, back on the game at hand here.
Yes. Sorry.
Serve Katelyn to put 3 out of 3 in.
Can you get around that? Under it.
No, she's gone.
She's going to get it.
Tight,
Oh, eh?
another shot. Lots of ways of killing the cat, and Katelyn knows them all.
You leave the poor cat alone. I'm impressed with the support.
There's plenty. I just hope this weather holds off. Like it's there's a lot of threatening clouds floating around, just going past us. So.
This is a big contrast to the live stream that I did yesterday for the Malta singles. They had a Barefoot Bowls party on the rink next door, and we're in the dome at Mooloolaba, and it was raining. There was just so much background noise, and here we are in a little echoey room, quiet as mices. Does that one count?
Probably not. Well, we'll see what happens. But Mary's bowled the 4 o'clock, maybe someone might cut a couple out.
Got to get inside that one, have they? No.
2 maybe. I thought I heard the word 3. But
I thought I heard the
like
word
only
3.
Yeah. We'll go 2 for now.
Well, Mary's doing the score. We can catch Skycam. 13-3 on 9.
She's got the same as me.
There you go. Going to stretch it back out by the looks of that.
Yeah, sole 3/4 length.
That one's a bit wide, is it?
Yep.
So we've got Mooloolabar's got up to 4, closing the gap.
Not Mooloolaba, I think you're talking about
sorry.
Taunton, I think, Wayne.
Is that what I got?
I think you're talking about Taunton Ladies 4, Pelican Ladies 5.
Oh, okay.
Right, as Brenda cut the grass here, added the weight. Fix the grass and just put a yard too much probably.
So, Malulabar, no, Marucci, sorry,
Pelican.
and Marucci.
Taunton. Maybe that's their first names. Right?
Oh, is that what's got me?
It could be tricking you. Yeah.
Well, I might have all that wrong then. The Andina's up to 13.
Yeah, well, you've got that sort of somewhere there, right? But yeah, that next door with the ladies, it would be M for McAnally, maybe for Taunton. Who's the Pelican skip?
Helen,
McLean. Oh, see, it could be nothing. You better send your spy out, Wayne, to find out what's going on with that board.
I thought that's why the other gentleman grabbed some paper. I thought he was going to do around the grounds.
No, he didn't say he was doing that, but
Oh, when I was outside, he asked.
oh, right. Righto, if you can't get good help, you can do it yourself, Wayne. Off you go. Brenda was happy with that, but I'm sure Katelyn wasn't that happy. A couple of foot short, she likes to be better than that. Righto, so Mary's possibly drawn up for shot, set up and stayed, but hard to tell with the angles on the cameras. Look out the window and it's a very close. The back bowl could even be shot for all I know. The back blue bowl of Brenda's, just looking out the window. Okay, I think she might favour her own, just the way she didn't put the finger down. She put the finger towards the chest. Ours maybe. Ours, there's yours and Brenda's. Well, throw it out there, Brenda. There's a lovely little shoulder to run in off here if you get a bit wide, but there's certainly plenty of room to draw. The other Brenda's got the same option now. Both had the opportunity. Open draw. Brenda's not happy with the grass. She might sneak in the back door if she's lucky here.
Okay, that's good. Thank you. Okay, yep.
So Wayne, did you sort that lady's scoreboard out next door? Oh, a little unlucky. So it's still a measure between the front bowl of Mary's, and she's got the fingers in there having a look now.
Well, the leads are down this end and they've got no idea. So we've got to wait for the skips to come down. But no, I just got an update.
So Pelican Waters lady at 5, and Taunton ladies are 8, sorry, and the Taunton ladies are 5 after 10 ends. still doesn't explain the lettering on the scoreboard, though, Wayne. No, another little couple of foot short there from Katelyn. Blocked the hole, or made it a bit more difficult for Mary to get a clear run for a clean draw. I don't wonder whether Katelyn with the last bowl would be keen enough to have a crack at that blue ball in the front. Hopefully swing it past the jack one way or the other. Probably not. She's a bit more conservative than me. Sensible. There's 2 bowls at the back in case the jack moves. Alex for the draw to beat a last bowl. Foot on that, she gets shot.
I'll push this through a foot.
That's it. As I said, foot on that.
Okay.
It's got to be shot now, I think, if they were looking at that back bowl for the counter before that. High fives. Little love in the team there.
Try and find the hole through there without promoting anything else.
Has she rolled up a shot?
She has done it even if she doesn't fall over.
Yep, one to Mary. Good ball, Mary.
Good
Had
job.
to be brave, and there wasn't many other options there, and she got the good result from a good bowl. Right, we're about nearly halfway, and it's if all of our girls have got it back inside 10, so see if they can string together 2 or 3 ends in a row and get right back into this game.
And these are updated scores. Basically everyone's around the 9 ends. It's about the same. We need to move that a little bit to the left, don't I? Sorry about that.
Yeah, so the Wave men just need a good second half. They're obviously a similar position. They're 10 behind halfway. They need to get a few things going their way or make things go their way. I always say you make your own luck in bowls. No relying on anyone else to give it to you. You make luck by having bowls in the head. So let's see how they go the second half. Pelican Waters Ladies have just got that couple of shots out on Tawantin, which they've been a couple up all game. So, and the Club Marucci boys have just managed to hit the front and get in front of Palmwoods now. So maybe they're on the right end of things. Johnny Jones playing with the Club Marucci Pairs team. He's one of the form bowlers in club championships this year in the club fours final. I think the boys took it off. Well, I rated Johnny as probably the player of the day in the club pools champion of champions. So
That was with Ash, was it?
probably was, yeah. Ash filled the armchair at the other end.
I'm sure he put a few good ones himself.
He did. He made a couple of bombs.
Are we there yet?
One of Mary's few short bowls for the day.
Yes,
It's the second
yes.
knock man. He's been through the head too much, more so.
And Katelyn's just going to pep another one in there.
Well, on the way to doing that, isn't she?
And a toucher. 11 o'clock now, midday.
Yep, she's gone midday.
It's noon and she gets a toucher. One. Can you take it with?
Very good bowl, Mary. That's going to be close to shot. Might have gone through, laid down out of it.
Just laid the other way, didn't it?
This has developed a very good head, this one. Probably one of the tighter heads we've seen for the game so far.
They've all found their line. Just tried to eavesdrop on the conversation.
How'd that go, eh?
Well, because there's plenty of crowd around the microphones on the green, I've just kept the volume down until we need it.
Yeah, well, it's been pretty calm this morning. There's a slight breeze, but there's just a bit of breeze picking up in the last 5 minutes. I see. There's just see the way the clothes are blowing a little bit.
Here we go.
And Brenda's just going to go under here. She gets a straightener, but no legs.
Right line again.
Brenda Balchin got to be a little bit careful here. She doesn't really want to roll the jack through the hole. Catcher Mary Geary and Brenda Muntz sitting there waiting.
Because it's midday and the sun's shining more and the carpet's heating up, what does that do?
It'll slow the bowl down. Slow the bowl. It gets quicker here when it gets colder and wetter.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Well, you can't get knocked up if you're not short.
Mary can find herself 2 down there now.
Mm-hmm.
That bowler got
I think that's what
charlied up.
I think that's what the look and the body language suggested.
Pretty good cover bowl there from Brenda, although I don't know whether Mary can get down there with too much weight onto the jack now with that purple belly sitting out at the side there.
There's a bug. Little bug. It would look like a cricket. Do we do like we do on the tennis and follow on getting the cricket off?
Yeah, still wandering off that little
They love doing that. Zooming right in.
All right, Mary, just lay off that bowl of Katelyn's will be your ideal shot.
You got the weight right.
Another catcher there if she happens to get the absolute perfect bowl.
Does she want to go anywhere near the head?
She's not happy.
No, she's
Not happy.
she's putting it behind. I wondered if she wanted to get in there. You might have told.
That
you
is
might
not,
have been-
it's not where Katelyn wanted it.
Oh, okay.
Jack's never going to go there. So I'm sure she was either trying to block the hole or just get in there first. Just dead draw, I'd say. Katelyn would back herself to do that. That's just made it that whisker harder for Mary now. Oh, she's got no more left, so she
Yeah,
can't.
that's it. Yeah.
It's her own fault.
I did that mistake yesterday. And the co-commentators, look, there's none left. Okay.
They always pick you up on it when you're thinking that shot ahead.
I had it planned. I had it
Yeah.
worked out. Can't do anything when there's no more bowls. Yeah, a little heavy again, eh? Needs to check the calibration.
2 fingers up there from Brenda Balchin.
2.
So, yep.
Where are we going? Stretch it out again, eh? Really stretching it out. Almost the longest end of the game.
So with 10 ends to go, that's going to make it give us another good hour and 10, 15 probably. So if they go the full distance, which they may not, the way things are pointing, looking like about a 1:10 finish for this.
Oh, I've got to keep this one in, have I? Well,
So we only got one viewer. Willow's the only one watching today, guys. Haven't seen anyone else showing, have you, Wayne? There's got to be a few of the guys out there.
I haven't been watching.
I'm sure we've got thousands out there.
There's Mr. Geary, Jeff. Great to see Robin McNamara still playing well. Back in the days of Super Challenge, they played pairs for Karoi. Went through the whole season without losing a game.
That's another shirt Mary's got. I didn't realise she had that one as well. We're up to about 6.
Alfred and Gloria. Karaoke, is there a story there too, is there?
Who's in now?
Eh?
That'd be
Who's dobbing you in, Alfred and Gloria?
Oh, yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, one of Alfred's birthdays. It might have been his 60th, I think. The karaoke might have gone a bit loud. That's a fair while ago, so...
Grummy's up. Morning. Morning, Graham. Oh, Bushy's with us. And Linda.
Linda Broman.
Go Koana.
Another of Kiwana's well-credentialed bowlers there, Linda. Hi to you. You should have the big cover. You've got to go on the big screen up there, I'd imagine. Get Paddy or someone to get it on the screen for you.
Yeah, put a like and share and share it to your own Kiwana Facebook page. That would be good.
I must say though, it'll be the men will be live streaming this afternoon. We're not sure who yet, but the fingers pointing a lot towards the Yandina boys getting through at the moment. They're in the box seat to get through the final this afternoon. So
I know I don't have the ends up there, but they're all about the same, the 10 or 11 ends.
and now the men's game. Well, Marucci boys have got the nose in front, but it's a long way from home for them too. 10 ends, 3 shots. It's not a hard equation.
I've never talked to Robbie about how he does those extra scoreboards. I'll see if he'll help me out one day.
A trade secret, mate.
It might be a trade secret, but they're certainly pretty. And I was also very envious of the pennants being played down in Victoria.
Victoria or New South, the Platinum Pennants?
Is that what it was?
The Platinum Pennants probably New South Wales, yeah.
But they had cameramen or camera persons zooming in, and then one on the side, one each end, following the bowls, zooming in on facial expressions.
Yes.
I was very jealous. Or envious. Envious I was.
Oh, if you got the people to do it
Yeah.
and the facilities, it's
This is
doable.
about as good as I can do. And I'm happy with that.
We don't get too many complaints, Wayne, except when we say the wrong thing. We take the mickey out of someone.
Yeah, so
Which is easy to do.
last time I was with you, I got in trouble. Up at, where were we? Taunton. So I said something about someone measuring. Roused on.
She can't be inappropriate anyway.
No, it was only something about the lady had sore knees, and I said it looks like the young'uns are doing all the measuring today. I got roused up. It's good to get feedback. Thank you. We delegated the around the grounds task.
Yep. The Waves Men's Club President, Graham Palmer, always out, always on the job doing something around here, and does a very good job.
That weaved its way. It was almost a flipper. Just gonna have to. Wrong. Push that in. No.
We'll call that a cover bowl for what it's worth. Just after that last runner up the middle, it's probably a very intentional bowl there.
Not so sure about the intention of that one.
I'm pretty sure that's the reason why Katelyn covered the back. I'm sure we're going to see a pretty close draw out of Katelyn this time. That might change Mary's shot a little bit. Yeah, very good ball, Kate.
Thank you. Alfred's had a shot at you about your karaoke, but he still thinks you're doing a good job.
Good on you, Alfie. Thanks, mate. Well done to Alfie last week too. He had runner up in the Kiwana Club singles this year to Brandon Hill. Alfie's gone leaps and bounds with that arm of his, and always a very competent bowler without the arm, and he's going very well with it now. So one of those cases where the body starts swelling a bit, and you've got use for an arm, and Alfie's doing it very well.
Carol, thank you. On the big TV. I hope the resolution's good. Do they know they have to close? Don't know what must have been. Oh, do they know they have to get close?
Close
okay.
would be the word, yeah.
Oh, that's a fancy phone.
It's not yours, is it, Wayne?
No, it's not mine. We'll close the door on that phone.
It's 14 to 5 on the board. Have we got something wrong? I reckon they might have put something wrong on that board that time.
I seem to have lost. I've lost Skycam. Skycam's gone broke.
I'll just update that board shortly. All right, so Brenda Balchin, a couple of reasonable bowls in the area there for a starter. Brenda Muntz just needs to tighten up a little bit from here on.
Not tighten up on the grass.
That wasn't a bad bowl, just need an extra inch of width to sneak past that. So did you update those on the screen, those ones with
I
frames?
will.
Yeah. Righto, Mary, plenty of room to draw here. She's gone to the other extreme now. She's had the strong lacquer band on early and she was pushing through a bit. Now she's pulled up the last end or so. Heavy there, Katelyn, with a fair result in the end, sitting on that back bowl. Right, scores are updated around the grounds. The Palmwood boys are back in the game. Well, they weren't out of it, but they've caught Club and Reach in the men. 9 all, just over the halfway mark. And the Waves boys have pegged back a couple, so they're not out of the fight here now. They've got four shots back since the last update, so 6 shots, not a bad equation with about 9 ends to go. And the Pelican ladies have just keeping their nose in front of the Tawantin girls with a nice little 5-shot buffer.
Yeah, they've kept it on 5 for several ends. They're on 11. Waves and the Indiana on end 12, and Marucci and Palmwoods are on end 10. So they're keeping pace with the live stream here, basically.
Very good ball coming here from Brenda.
Very good.
I love the way you've set up that lovely little pink umbrella under the ladies down the other end there, Wayne.
No, it's all about diversity here, mate.
Whoopsie, whoopsie.
Uh-oh. Yeah, well, it's all
alive.
right.
It's alive.
Two goodies.
Righto. Here's the correction.
Here it is. Oh, we're wheeling it in for you, Brenda.
Mary's going to have to pull the good bowl out of the bag this time. Definitely. Or this game might get right out of control for them. Katelyn going to add, or is she going to... looks like the ad theory. Right, that's made it a bit easier for Mary to maybe sit on one of those bowls now. Big shoulder to cut down.
Get around that one. You got half a chance.
A clear run with a bit more weight, I'd say.
Well, kind of blocked up that shot.
Yeah, and they're probably fair way short. That those front 2 bowls of Katelyn's and Mary's, like they're probably the 5 back bowls could be in front of them.
Haven't seen Katelyn play too many on this hand. Doesn't seem to bother her. No, it's
Yep, wheels are falling off Katelyn.
change hands out a metre. That's what a coach told me once.
Depends whether you're left-handed or right-handed, Wayne. This has got a lot of potential here, Mary.
Oh, don't go through all the holes.
Very good bowl. It's
You get a toucher, but
3, still could be 3 or 4 shots.
boy, it's a bit stiff.
Looks like 4 fingers up there.
It
from
was
Brenda,
4
yeah.
fingers.
So at 19-4 down, 4-19 down, Mary Geary needs to start playing like Jeremy Henry. That's where he got back from the other day in the state game. So it was 19-4 down and got up and won the state pairs.
Wasn't that fantastic? I'd never seen anything like it.
Unbelievable.
It's a very good start.
Scorer's not going too good here, Wayne.
Oh, okay.
Couple of ends shy. I think Terry Waters playing weight over there on his rig, so he's obviously down on the head. Little kick of the boot. Maybe not the result he was after.
Okay, I found this on the web for what is.
Oh.
Check it out.
What have you got Siri talking to you about?
Siri's listening to me. Sorry, Siri.
She's always listening.
Siri, can you
Good
go?
afternoon.
Siri, can you please go back to sleep?
It looks like you haven't set up any HomeKit accessories.
Good night, Siri.
Night.
Oh, you're funny.
Sorry about that. That's one of my girlfriends.
Well, at least she was polite. Good night. Is that still on? Didn't see anyone picking anything up. Oh, there it is, way back there.
Very good bowl again, Katelyn. So the breeze is picking up a bit, so it's going to make for a little harder conditions this afternoon, I'd say. And there's a big black cloud hanging sort of over near the Kings Beach Tavern too. I might just add. Hopefully it doesn't keep sneaking over this way.
Yeah, nothing. Nothing new on the chat. Come on, Mary, get in there. Come on. That didn't help, Brenda.
No, when you're down like that, you don't need to be in the ditch or nearly in the ditch.
Yeah, certainly a lot of bowls in behind there.
Well, you need close bowls to work off though, Wayne. You can't just keep peppering and missing.
Yes. Remember Hollywood, I'm sure it was Hollywood, on the live stream when he said that it looks like Katelyn's inching closer to a win, and did get a giggle out of his, I think he was talking with Robbie at that time. This looks, if she's got the weight right, I think she's going to get in there.
Might land something, sit and stay here. That's a better way to bowl.
Oh, you can't.
Give yourself a chance.
She did. And it's opened it up a little bit more for to get in there now. But boy, when it's not going your way.
Well, it doesn't go your way if you don't put close bowls, and like if you find holes, there's big holes there. Now you've got to be on your weight on this surface. Jacko is always a good bowl.
Yeah, look at that. I have played here, it's a couple of years ago, with Jabba as a skip. And
So see, you can't say it's unlucky finding a hole. I never think that's unlucky finding a hole because you're 7 foot too heavy.
And my cousin from up and Burnett came down. He comes down for a holiday. That's when it was a 2-day event. I think they've shrunk it down to a day event now. The big weekend.
Long weekend, yes. The
Straight
Straight A.
That's right, yeah.
Forwards, yes. They've changed the format a couple of times over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
But I remember years ago, we used to play here, and it was a 3-day event, and you were nearly dead after 3 days. It was just too hot for 3 days. And that was back in the grass days. But the hottest time of the year, always straight A, and there's been a lot of awesome tournaments here over that time.
I think we got second or third. I remember getting our picture and with holding on to some money and sharing it with all the rallies. But
Here's a better bowl from Mary. Still a yard over though. It doesn't not helping their cause.
But that Mark Jabor, he's a good bowler, isn't he?
He's a very good bowler, Jabbo. Yep,
Shame you can't get him in your district.
and a good bloke too.
Always plays for Fraser, doesn't he?
When you live up there,
Yeah, well, he's not far. He's
Gimpy.
Gympie south. Close. He is close. Ooh. Okay. Got to put a stop. Got to get to a 5. Got to get to 5 and then to 6 and then to 7.
And bowl on the head would be a good start here.
Grass for it this time.
Oh, Mary, down the hill.
Swing it in. Swing low,
All the
sweet
way in.
chariot. Have those two.
Brenda wants 2 for a start.
Measure for 3.
Just 2.
Probably go long again. Seems to be working for them.
So I'm afraid we're just going to have to go through the motions here the way this game's going. Unfortunately, Wayne, that was the end. They needed to get a number to give themselves a bit of a chance to get back into this contest, but unfortunately, I reckon we might be shaking hands a couple of ends early. Looking over at the next green there, at least in the final, it'll be easier to pick the bowls. It won't be all blue and purple. There'll be a bit of colour in the rink, so we'll have the blues against. Well, we're not sure what colour it's going to be. The Pelican ladies look the favourites at the moment, having that 5-shot buffer. There's definitely some different coloured bowls out there and easier to pick. Good start again from Brenda Balchin.
Oh, now that the score's gone to 21, you've covered up Katelyn's last name. I'll see if I can fix that.
Great bowl. All right, Brenda. Brenda Muntz, let's mount a bit of a challenge here. Something to build on.
Yay me. And she's just going to cut across, but she did find the extra metre, half a metre anyway. Okay, Brenda.
Double the dosage.
Bring it home. 2 goodies. Good job. Looks like it's time for an update.
Graham Palmer going to do the run for us.
There he is, walking out there past the clock now. Good on you, Graham.
Brenda looking over her shoulder there, feeling a bit guilty. She's sneaking a bit closer to the camera. Come on, Mary, get one in there. Be too careful.
I know there's a fair bit of lawn bowls being live streamed at the moment, so for us to pick up at 130 on YouTube and 30 odd on Facebook, we're doing pretty good. Very happy. Thank you very much for watching, and make sure you put a like and share a comment and share it to your club.
Yes, I'm sure all these players have got a lot of fans out there, so let those fans know that they're on the screen and you can have a look at their bowls.
If you like it, if you could subscribe, that'd be good. I am trying to get to 1,000, and I've got 140 to go. Thanks, Graham. Good job.
Righto, so a few around the ground scores have just come in, and there's a bit of a change on one of the games, I see. Just the Semifinals Ladies have right back in the game, only a shot behind now, which Wayne will update those shortly. The Yandina boys are still holding their own against the Waves. They've still got a 6-shot buffer, but the Marucci Palmwood games is anyone's game at the moment. Another great bowl by Brenda Muntz. Right, Brenda doesn't like this much. Happy to change it all up. Righto, Brenda, you got that out of your system. You can get back to drawing next end. Let Katelyn do that kind of shot. He got the jitters going too early. Righto, Mary, you glass statue.
We'll watch it come in from
Here
the
we go.
side.
This is when
Oh,
Brenda's one of Brenda's finest moments on this end of the game so far. 3 great shots and a lovely catcher there.
that's right, isn't it?
Yep. There's the updates on the screen, guys. And I'm scared of Katelyn's intentions for Brenda here, but anyhow, we'll see what happens.
Oh,
Whoops.
no, that one held. It looked like it was about to turn, and then it just went down on the line that it would have.
Just outside the breeze line. And
Yeah.
that happens here. Happens. Let's just see how the correction goes. Maybe trying for a little cover maybe, and he might have nearly ended up with the backers on that side if the jack goes that way.
And she's changed to forehand.
Looks a bit like, but no.
Oh no, just the way she was standing.
This one's not going to walk out on her.
No. Oh,
Took one out. Very good bowl.
there. Looked like it was going to get jacked there for a while.
Righto, Mary. Give yourself a number here.
Yeah. We'll just have to watch this one come in.
Yeah, beautiful weight. At least two. What's Brenda saying? If you want it, you measure it.
Where's she going? She's nervous.
She stressed it enough. Three, it was three. That was
Three.
it. Yes, yes. Well worth the measure.
Three. If they can string some threes together, Jeff will be happy. He's watching.
Yeah, 6 ends to pull out 14 shots. Probably can't afford to drop another end from here.
Well, they've shortened that up, even though they won on longish end.
But that's the first longish end they've won on for a long time, mate. So think about it that way either.
I know, but each time they've played a short end,
Yeah.
that's what my thinking was.
So there's a couple of those other games, they're going to come down to the wire, or probably the whole three of them could at this stage. It's one shot in two of the games, and only half a dozen in the other.
Well, like I said, Waves is keeping themselves in the game because they were stuck on a low score there for a while. Okay, it's a bit wider than what you had with the first one. Can you keep the weight, Brenda? Good go, good correction. You had to move it over a foot.
Just watching the body language that Terry Waters playing the last bowl of an end over there. He's still watching his bowl.
Mm-hmm.
He's still watching the body language. How's it going to finish? He's urging it on to do something.
Can you figure anything out on the screen?
Well, I think that Terry may have won the end. He's not at the moment. Oh, there must be measuring down there to write the score down, but I don't know who's going to come and call the length of the jack. Looks like Yandina have won that end. They've their skip's coming out to call the jack length. Just around those other games, the Caloundra men, Des Shaw and Terry Waters, playing against Scott Mesland and Richard Stiles from Yandina over there. In the other men's game, we've got Dominic and Jamie from Palmwoods playing against James Connolly, Jimmy Connolly and Johnny Jones from Club Marucci. And the other women's game, we've got Kathy Burgess and Robin McAnally playing for Tawantin. And representing Pelican Waters, you've got Jenny Gordon and Helen McGlynn. So they're all tied up in tight games. So
Be nice to see Desi Shaw get another.
have another crack a bit further. Or he's
Yeah, that would be nice.
played a lot of bowls with Desi Shaw.
Yeah, same here.
Grumpy old bugger, but he's great to play with. Ex-Warrnambool man. Been carrying a leg injury for the last 18 months. It stems back to a broken leg when he was about 19.
Really good bowl
That's a
there.
pretty good reply from Brenda there. Yep.
Thanks, Alfred. Very kind of you. Not bad for a bloke who's got a couple of iPhone cameras and a couple of microphones.
Alfie's not bad for a Kiwi either.
Oh, okay.
One of my favourite Kiwis. I remember going to New Zealand about 15 years ago, and I said, Alfie, I'm going, and he said, well, I said, where's your family? He said, up in the north, up the north somewhere, and he said, but if you see him, don't tell him where I am.
Oh, okay. Yeah, pretty bad if you've got to move nations to get away from your family.
Hey Wayne, that was a joke. Big shout out to Faye's mother. She's probably out there watching, Elvira Tini. She's an avid viewing of all the games lately. She's seen a few of Faye's live streams, so she's always glued to the screen.
Mm.
Great for people out to watch things from interstate down in Witchyproof. Hi to all the Witchyproof boys if you're out there having a listen to. Our home club down there in Victoria. So
Say the name again.
Witchyproof.
It's spelled as you're saying it.
Sounds a bit like Witchy Poo, but it's
Yes.
Witchyproof.
Okay. Oh, look at that. It's just class.
Not a bad shot on here for Mary though. It's just a little touch onto that shot bowl, and Jack will come back for a couple, two or three.
Here we go. Here we go.
I've called it.
It's on.
Called it. Oh, bad luck. Bit more of the bowl, and it's probably a bit heavy all the same, but bit more of the bowl, and the Jack comes back where I said. Katelyn with a free kick.
Yeah. And it's just going duck in the right at the right time, at the right place. Didn't
Too big.
stop.
Too big. 1-2 shots maybe.
Probably would have been handy to roll that bowl out that she just missed. The darker of the blue.
Yeah, the purple. Yeah. Okay, another 2 shots.
We're going all the way back. Now, what did I say about rolling a short end?
I must have missed something because the board's showing 24-7, so unless they've flicked the next one over, I'll go with them.
Well, while they're rolling up, will we see you at the Woombai Seafood Day in about a week or so's time?
No,
No, not this time.
no, I was supposed to be going, but I'll be, where am I going? I'll be in Victoria. Actually, I'm at a school reunion
Yeah.
on the Gold Coast, and I never went to school on the Gold Coast, but all my crew are coming up from Victoria and having a school reunion on the Gold Coast, and there's close to 40 people coming up, and over the years, every 10 years you seem to have one of those old school reunions, and we've all gone down there, and there's probably a dozen of us up in Queensland here that have always travelled down, so
Yeah.
they're going to post the continent and all come up here and make a holiday of it. So
Fly north for winter.
and I'm going to follow them back down and go down for a couple of weeks myself. So
That's a good start,
back
Brenda.
down there, check out the winter, see if we can take some of our rain down there. The poor old farmers down in my area, they're really tonguing for rain. Crops are planted dry and trying to get out of the ground. So if I can take a bit of rain down with me, I'll much appreciate my talents of doing that.
Oh, well, I thought she was going to kick it back to her own. Come on, Brenda, string 2 together.
Yeah, so the Woombai Seafood Day, they're always an item on the calendar. I think it's about 5 or 6 a year. They've used to be primarily men's tournaments with the odd open one, but now I think that most of them are nearly all open now, and I think that's the way it's gone with bowls. You fill your tournaments when you open them up, and the women like seafood just as much as the men.
And they also like a day out playing bowls on a Sunday. Interesting fact about the Woombai Seafood Day.
Tell me more.
Traditionally, 25 years and all that before that, church in Woombai was on the first and third Sunday of the month.
Right.
And Seafood Day was always the second Sunday of the month. That's how they worked it.
Oh, right. Yeah. It's good to see the clubs working together, the church club and the bowls club.
And then all the district stuff started to happen. We had to move it all around the place, so that's why it's all a bit more jumbled up now. But traditionally, that was how it worked.
Well, there you go, guys. There's a bit of tradition with a bit of history about bowls and religion.
That one's a little light, isn't it? So Katelyn to get inside her opposition's lead bowl. So it's turning late, but not enough. Keep that grass, Mary. Do we see an improvement? Yes.
There's your clear run, Mary. Here you come.
Oh, don't move it. Very
It's
good. Oh,
Oh,
and backflip. Hey.
Mary liked it. So it's probably 2 shots.
Yes.
Margaret Vincent, Chairman of the Sunshine Coast District Association. Welcome to the screen. Would you like to say a few words, Margaret?
Welcome to everybody.
Thanks, Margaret. Righto, down you come, Brenda. Get in there.
Block has gone
Yeah,
home
you
and now
good thing.
watching it with a glass of wine, I imagine.
That's fairly close to drawing another shot there, you know.
I think it's on.
Jack away without.
Leona. Yes, they are doing a great effort, but this might just upset.
Brenda's not happy with that. Turns a 3 down to a 3 up. Brenda Balchin, very good bowl.
Well, that's why they're here, I suppose. They would have done that along the way. The pool at Kawana would be extensive for the ladies, is it? Would they have to do a round of 16?
Where are we? Pairs, probably about that. 16
Yeah.
at least, yeah. Yep.
And having said that, there'd be a fair few lady pairs too at Malulaba.
It would be, yeah. Cheryl and Annette Rushton, I think, were the unlucky people to play Katelyn in the final. Katelyn and Lacey put up a very good game in final at night. It was very good game.
Very good.
Brenda here subbing for Lacey today, who's become ill. Lacey played the game yesterday and became ill and yeah, not attending today. So Brenda's got out of bed early and come down and jumped into the team. So
Yeah, they were saying she got soaking wet.
they were soaked yesterday, as you could see. Yeah. Righto, Mary. Draws on here. Your best option.
Hurry. She's got another one. It's kind of in the way, but she's got another one.
Yes. How often do you run to that your own bowl when you've left a shorty there? When you've got an open draw. Little magnet sitting out in front there. Katelyn's taking the grass. Bit quick.
Yeah,
Maybe laid herself into the camp though, yeah.
possible 3 there. We're trying the weight
Little
thing again.
walkie-talkie, here we go.
Oh,
That could well be 4. 3 minimum. Is that purple one up enough to cut in his back 2 out? Can't see from that camera angle, Wayne. That's 3, and that one there is still 3. So another 3 to Kawana, 27-7. 20 shots, 4 ends to go, 5 shots per end.
still possible.
I wouldn't even back you to get 5 per end, Wayne.
Me?
If you only had 7 on the board, I think it's a very big ask.
Well, I wouldn't give up, put it that way. Give it a red hot shot.
And I think they're going to have to give it a red hot shot this end because it's going to be right out of their reach if they don't pull a couple of shots in here.
What's the math if they lose 1 or 2 this end?
Would still be, if they lose 1 or 2, if they lose 4, they need to get 3-8. If that's the kind of match you want, Wayne.
And we're going to get 5 inside of that one.
So we might see another 2 ends here, yeah.
That's a really good start when you, isn't it?
When you're trying to
It's
defend
just-
a 5.
Yeah. It's a really drawing.
Pretty good reply.
they need to get all the bowls. Every bowl now has got to be playing through the head by at least a foot, but not move the jack.
Yeah, well, there's a bit of interest on the other green still.
Yeah, well, some of them must be getting to the pointy end, especially Waves and Yandina, because they're ahead on ends.
I'd say Caloundra have possibly won that last end, but the way they're setting the jack up, it could have been either of them. They're sharing the duties. I see who has the first bowl, but Caloundra certainly need to have won this last end and won with a couple of shots because they pretty down to about 4 ends as well.
Well, Desi's put down the first bowl.
It's Desi's bowled yet, and he's drawn a fairly good one, so reasonable. Yeah.
Probably my last report before you.
Yeah, we were just talking about you, Graham. Well, I thought one of them must be getting to the pointy end.
Righto, Desi's holding a couple of short shots over there. They probably have made it short though. So Scotty's Maslin, he's been a thorn in their side over there all day with the red bowls, I know, and see how he goes here on this one. But
Well, I know Graham's over there doing us a
he'll
favour.
come back with something. So Scotty's just drawn a very good bowl, so that's puts them in the box seat to have a good go at this end.
I can preempt what he's going to bring back, but it looks like it's 20-10.
Right, yep. Oh, you can see, yeah, righto, yep. Oh yeah, well Brenda Muntz gave herself a bit of a chance again then. She put another ball on the head, but they're still down on the head.
So if Desi led, I'd say that they got the 1 to go to 10.
What have we got here?
Graham's
Yeah,
back.
so I think the 17 end's gone, and I'm pretty sure Desi and them are pushing it uphill now. It's pretty 21-9 it shows on the chart he's given me. So Yandina boys are well out in front there, 4 ends to go. Palmwood's boys are a shot in front after 15 ends of Marici Beach, so that's going to be a down to the wire. And the Pelican Taunton Ladies. Now the Pelican Ladies have snuck to 4 in front of the Taunton. They've been in front most of the game, but only just, and that's probably one of the biggest margins of the game so far. So Pelican girls, look out. Get that big screen going down in Pelican Waters, girls.
Well, we're not going to get to see
The
this
cheering going
one.
on the clubhouse down at Pelican. Plenty of supporters here on the sidelines watching all the same though.
It's gone. Another goodie. Can it count? It's going to count, is it?
Probably not.
Same weight as last.
A bit high, yeah.
Well, it's the best back.
Yeah, you say about not giving up, Wayne, but you go in after this end, another shot down and 21 shots to go. Well,
Or
it's probably not going to get much better, that's what I'm thinking.
possible 2 down.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Okay, I'm trying to run it out.
Yeah, I see that.
And after that 4 shots, so they don't have to play the last end, next end. nothing to lose
Yeah.
playing that
Okay.
shot.
And at what 7 and 8 o'clock, she's got the catches anyway.
There's a good bowl.
That'll
Very
work.
good bowl, yep.
That's 2.
Claps and cheers, crowd's gone up.
Yeah.
Mary, 1, 2, maybe a third shot.
Umpire. What are we measuring?
Oh, about a 2-footer. Katelyn's possibly drawn second shot there. Hard game making a number here, Mary. Play the other hand and run into that bowl of Katelyn's and Charlie the purple up, or get through the hole and run your own bowl for heading in the right direction. Playing the open hand draw. Needs to hold a little bit. Little walk. Let's roll one up for another shot, Nelly here. Jack high probably.
Well, while they're looking at that,
You might screw a camera onto the next screen, can you? Oh, you've already done that.
oh, maybe we better not watch him. So we get some,
Just have a look at that scoreboard, Wayne, if you can. I'll give them a couple and see how they go.
29.
27-9, yep.
No,
No, this one here.
29-7.
29-7.
That's what it
I
says.
reckon they've put them on the wrong side, I'm sure. Should be 27-9, I think.
Find out when the skips come back home.
Yes, I think we're just biding a bit of time here, despite the fact the girls got a couple of shots back. The Mirabulbar girls, they've battled hard against pretty big odds. I mean, Katelyn and Brenda have proved a pretty formidable team here, and going to be hard to toss. They're in the final, and they'll be hard to have someone have to play a very good game to put them off their game. And
Pressing too many buttons here at the
amazing
moment.
how things can change, Wayne. Someone gets a few shots early on you, and different green, different rink, different game.
I missed what happened with the measure. Did you pick up on what happened there?
No. Very competent umpire though.
Well, looks like
Looked like he knew what he was doing.
Richie's got the map.
Righto, so Richie Matt. And they were one shot down, so
I'll update these.
Giddy up, Mary. Nearly there.
So I'm just about to type in that Marucci, when Graham came in, was 12 and Palmwoods was 13. So you're thinking it's now 13 all?
If it was only one shot, assuming that Maroochydore won the measure, so
Well, he took the mat, so
it'll be 16 ends gone, so
I'll put up 13-13 and then get confirmation. We know they scored something.
Robert McAnally looks like she's got a finger in the air at this stage of the, one down maybe, of the that end, and they need to, they're 4 down on the card.
We've got Russell out here somewhere.
Righto, Brenda Muntz, there's a draw on here for you. Have a good big finish here, just draw yourself a couple of shots. They've given you a couple of foot to draw, so here's your opportunity.
Well, I got confirmation. It's 29-10. That's 29. 29-9.
Good effort. Just need to get down the
And 18.
18.
18.
Righto.
We're up to date.
A bit of confusion on the board there. They tricked us a bit.
We got tricked
Or I thought I
yesterday.
tricked myself, one or the other.
We got tricked yesterday with Wesley. We had it that he won, and the next minute he picks up the mat and walks down the other end, and we realised that somewhere on the line we put down a 4 and it should have been a 3, but we could have. We reckon that the marker, who's got stumpy fingers, we reckon he had 4 stumpy fingers in the air.
He might have too.
Oh, a toucher.
Very good bowl, good finish. This could, or 18 then, 19, this could or should be the last couple of bowls this game unless something extreme happens, I reckon.
Oh, a bit of luck.
Mary gave herself a bowl a bit of a chance there to get another one into the head. Katelyn not happy. Alright, Mary, sit that back blue bowl there to bring your other one in. Change hands. bit big for that, Mary. Now we can see what's actually going on. There's 2 or 3 shots to Malulbar here. They shaking hands. They sort of, that'll take it out to 3 shots. Probably 29-12 result. We'll go with at the moment. Come on, Brenda. Don't be lousy. Give it to him. You've got enough.
Well, there you have it.
So 29. Let's go 29-12 result there. Yeah, well done to the Kiwana girls, Brenda and Katelyn, through to the final, which will be probably. Well, the other game could have a little bit to go. The other game could be about half an hour. We'll get going again on the final. But I don't know whether you want to have a bit of a screen across to one of the other games, Wayne. We can bit of a chat about if you can get a look at one of the ends of something going on. Like there's 2 games that Desi Shaw's getting a bit excited over there with his, but 1, 2, 3. Whoa, jeez, he's kicked the jack. He's thrown he's turfed another one out. Desi's got a 5, Desi Shaw and Terry.
Wow.
I don't know whether they've, yeah, it gives them any linkle of a chance still, but
They shook,
they shook hands anyway.
they shook hands.
They shook hands, so maybe they got 2 5s in a row and we didn't see it. There might have been a bit of a Bronx cheer for picking up that 5 at the end for the Caloundra boys, so.
We'll follow him in. He's chasing after it. It must be all right.
So I'm thinking the Yandina boys through to the final.
I'd say that Jack's moved a few times on that head over there.
So Scotty Maslin and Richard Stiles look like they're through for the Yandina boys into the final this afternoon. But this other one's down to the wire though, the Club Marucci and Palmwoods. Dom's got 1 shot there, so maybe that's back to a Palmwoods lead of 1 shot. So John and Jamie Bartell, we think, have taken the lead by a shot. Over Johnny Jones and Jimmy Connolly from Club Marucci. I'm sure there's a few people sitting on seats down at both of those clubs listening in, so we'll try to keep you updated with the result as much as we can. Yeah, an avalanche of supporters head down here to Caloundra this afternoon to watch the final then. Club Marucci, they've got a strong following of supporters wherever they go, so I'm sure there'll be plenty of them in the crowd this afternoon if the boys get through. Lovely to see Cass Millerick in the crowd today. She's a very good friend of Katelyn's, but also a former club member here of Caloundra. Started a lot of the junior bowls. There's probably a second club in her life, and came here, and a lot of friends here at Caloundra has Cass got. It's good to see her in the crowd today, but she's en route. She had a visit to her father yesterday, she was saying, and on her way down to the Oz Open next week. So best of luck to Cass in those in the Oz Open this year. What do you find out for us, Wayne? How's this ladies' game going? Pelican bowl coming in, lays off her own. She's probably still second shot.
You need a little cubby house, don't you? Just too good for us. But never mind.
We can do an interview, Wayne.
No.
Brenda Muntz.
I played with them last Sunday. Was it last Sunday? Was it last Sunday that we played together? Was it the Sunday before? Brighton.
That's right. Yeah,
Brighton.
I'm with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done today, Brenda, anyway.
Yeah, I know.
You're up against the odds, but
Yeah, I know. I don't mind that little bit of
nothing like getting out there giving it a crack, lad.
I really put my all in for the first one, which was against Annika, because I thought she would be, and we were just lucky to pick up a 5 towards the end.
2 5s. I saw 2 5s
Yeah, I know,
there.
yeah.
Well,
Thanks.
well, you're on the winning side when you're at Brighton.
Eh?
You're on the winning side at Brighton.
That's right, yeah, that's right. Can't win him.
So yeah, we went after 10 years of making excuses. I did the Brighton bus trip from Woombye to Brighton in memory of Clappy.
Oh, righto. Yep. Clappy came out of Brighton originally, did he? Or?
No, they used to come up and they had, like the two clubs are so similar. They just were just gelled and they've got
reciprocal
one.
trip
Yes.
each year, is it? Yeah.
So we play for a cup which I designed up from, well, I guess 10 years ago, the Clappy Cup. And we retained that, and Brenda was on my side with Wendy Smedley as skip, and we had a fill-in from one of theirs, from a Brighton thing, and yeah, we had a good day out. Hello, I think we ordered burgers. Look at that. On there, I'll do.
Magical Margaret's arrived.
Magical
Hey?
Margaret.
Magical Margaret. She's cooked us a feed.
Yeah,
Good on you,
I'll put
Margaret.
salt on it.
burgers. Thank you.
Hope you enjoy it.
Yeah. The burgers are better at the Waves.
They are pretty good here. Yeah. You won't get any arguments.
Well, there's a bit of movement down there. Jamie did have the shot. It's kicked the ball further back towards Dominic Sheridan's red and black or red and blue bowl.
Whether Jonesy had a finger down then, did he? Or pointing in the direction.
Looked to have a finger down, yes.
Jonesy's found a bit of daylight through there, whatever he's done. Not Jonesy, Jimmy, rather. He has pretty full bowls to come there, and we'll see who gets the mat next time.
Do you remember who had who on the ladies?
Which side of the board?
Oh no, just light blue and green.
I haven't been following enough, no.
Okay.
I know Rowan was bowling with a yellow bowl last time I saw her, I think. Number 20.
Well, what colour has she got?
Yellow.
Yellow. Wrong one. That one. Well, that's pretty good, isn't it? She gets a toucher out of it. Twatting in the box seat there. We can have a look and see what Jamie's going to do with this one. We're just going to try and hang in there so we can get find out who's playing who this afternoon.
Right, we've got two cliffhangers here to finish off.
Okay, good.
The ladies 14 all, and the men 14 all.
Oh,
playing
no.
this end, yes. So anybody's going both these games. Ends, not sure. They're getting down. I should have asked that too while I was out, but very pointy end. Old McAnally definitely holding shot there at this stage. I think the white are probably Pelican bowls, Wayne. Just we'll have to focus on that for a bit.
So that's correct, is it?
14 all, yep.
Coincidental, just like before when everyone was 5-2.
Very much so.
So Yandina are through.
Yandina men, Kawana ladies. Through to the final.
And I know the yellow was Tawantin. Can I be confident in that?
Robin McAnally shot, holding shot, yes.
Yes. I think we'll leave the ends up as a surprise. Well, we're going to get both.
Looks like Jamie's won that last end over there.
Yep.
Straightening the jack. So
We don't know how many.
we don't know what, but I'd say Palmer's are in front going into this end. So the white bowls are also Tawantin bowls, so that must be the Burgess bowl. So Tawantin probably holding two shots here at the moment in the ladies.
Down to the wire. Very fitting. Well, Desi, I would have liked to have seen you go a bit further. Got a great deal of respect for you. Don't know if I've ever been on a team that has beaten you. Four shorties from Pelican. And a bit loose over there on the
bit
men.
loose for the boys, yeah. And that hasn't fixed it either, Jimmy. It was Jimmy's last bowl there coming through, so. I think Dom's might be the front bowl and the second back bowl, I reckon.
See if Jamie can come a little bit closer than the other guys.
Yeah.
One of the short bowls that I was just talking about got knocked into the head. So Tawantin only one up at the moment.
Yes, that'll have a big impact on the end of the game. Probably that. Just getting that bowl knocked up. Robbie, what are you doing?
They're all having
Got
a
the short,
shocker.
putting blockers in, Robin.
The men have they're having a lapse in concentration. To be kind.
white ball going up into the in the count there. Oh, not quite, Jamie. Jamie didn't clear the head, Jamie. He had the weight, but he just fell
Look at him.
fell into the crowd.
Too many puffs on that thing, Jamie. Adrenaline's running too high.
Right, so any movement, any little movement here is going to favour probably the Twanton girls. Any bit of a nudge onto the yellow bowl, move the jack back. You know, fair chance it'll go to the result the way of the Twanton girls, but see what happens.
They talked about this shot a fair bit, the ladies. See if it can come through.
You get through the hole. Probably no hole there.
No. They're shaking
Hands. So that will be the final end, and I would imagine the Twanton girls are through to the final.
By one.
So we've got a Twanton Kawana final in the ladies. He'll have to focus on the men's now, Wayne, for a bit. See, someone's drawn a shot here.
Hey!
Gotcha, who's that?
It's even a drawn applause from the crowd.
Jones, she's going to chalk it, so it's probably Jimmy Connolly's bowl. And the game wrecker, Jimmy. He's wrecked the previous game, the previous quarter final. Drew that shot within a foot of the ditch. So wrecked the chance of the Buttering boys actually picking up four, which they had the next three. So I don't know whether these boys are on the last end or not. They probably are. With the Palmer's boys probably being one up on the card last end, if it is the last end.
Just signalled two down, didn't he?
Looked a bit like it. What's Jamie going to do? Wants to play across the bowl, through the bowl.
Jamie will probably do what Jamie does. Do a Faraday and just kill it and play another end.
It's not his draw stance.
We're about to find out.
Something wrong.
Oh! No, he's not going to roll into the head. He hasn't cleared out all the blockers by the looks of that either.
What's Jimmy
So,
saying?
Marucci in the box seat.
Well, maybe they're one down, but they're at least one up on the ball on the green. Jonesy, you can't put it in your pocket, mate. What's that board say? It's definitely 20. I've just read 20 ends on the board, Wayne, where you just had that camera. So they're playing the last end.
Okay.
What's Jonesy done? Don't know what he was trying to. So Jamie may be looking for second shot. Maybe that front bowl's. We're still none the wiser.
No. Okay. Woosker again. All right, he's got the little pattern going.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't know what the back is, but
Ooh,
controlled, whatever he's doing.
what's Dominic's
Whether
body
he's
language?
looking at that back bowl, and Nom's not doing much at all with the hips.
He's not kicking, he's not shaking.
He's not
he's
doing much at
going.
all. Are they going to kick that out, then they'll put the measure on, eh?
Well, they're obviously not 40 at all if they're measuring.
No, well, Jamie has one up going into this end.
Oh, okay.
Jamie got one out the end, or at least one. And I reckon the blue with the two other Marucci boys might have snuck this. Get the umpire if you're not sure, boys. You're going to fight over it.
I think Dominic wants to have a crack at the measure.
The umpire could be more clumsy than you guys. You never know. Never call an umpire unless you think you're down.
Well, it's a pretty good angle from where we're at. So
One down.
2.
Well, I don't know. It might be going to play go an extra end. I'd say it was one shot only,
Oh,
which will make it even scores. So I'd say we're going into an extra end. Well, Jamie did put the fingers on it, so he must have been half confident that he maybe held second shot, so hence not having to try to blow the head to bits.
See if I can figure this out. That one and that one. No, that's not right.
You got the jack on the screen.
That one and that one. And
You had it.
that one and that one. That's it.
You got him at the right end of the green now. All right, boys, we're heading to the south for the last end. So do we get an all hinterland final in the men's? You'd have to call Yandana hinterland, would you? Not quite.
Well, they're in the hinterland comp.
Hinterland, they're the other side of the Bruce Highway, so
Yes. Yeah,
I think.
yes. They are now. They were in the middle. Now they are. Yes. Since the bypass went through. Wants him to settle down a bit. He knew it was a bit heavy.
Johnny, not excited in the end. He watched it for a long time, but it never got into our screen.
No. Come on, Jamie. This is clutch for you. You should be able to put 2 in there now.
He's not looking real excited about his either.
He's hands in the air.
Body language, Jamie. Lift it. Lift the body language, mate. Get yourself excited for your next bowl.
I'm not going to change the camera angle for your short bowls, Jamie. Greeny's watching this at the club and he's swearing.
Look out, a bit of Marucci crowd getting excited there.
Come on, just
Must
put
be-
it in the ditch and
it
win
must
the
be
game.
Pretty two to Marucci at the moment, I'd say.
Well, it's fitting it's come down to a really tight game.
Well, you want to hope that they haven't littered it till Jamie's bowl's not in the picture again.
Oh, come on.
Shadow's coming. That's not his bowl though. You want to hope they haven't littered it too much that you can't get a look at it later.
Well, if he persists, I'll bring it in so we can see where they are.
Oops.
Yeah, well, there's one. The other one's next to it.
Maybe he crashed it. Yeah.
Basic, but yeah, he might have crashed into it, eh?
That's why his body language looked a bit ordinary there, wasn't it?
Well,
He's got to pump himself up for those next two.
King Payne will be very excited in front of the tally. His club's up with the potential of going through.
Don't make it too fat, boys. Don't make
Come
it
on.
too fat.
Come on, Dominic.
Little fiddle through that hole, you never know.
I always reckon he needs a bigger hat. Oh, even I'm feeling the nerves for both of them now.
No news of Jimmy there. Look at the breeze blowing. He's got a bit of a headwind anyway, and they've pulled up short. See the breeze blowing on his shirt there.
Mm-hmm. Blockers.
Yes, well, it's going to make it very hard. Like,
Yeah, come on.
Dom did play the other hand. You just got to.
Give it a push, Dom. Give it. Oh, this has got more potential.
Jamie, not happy. He wants it to hang.
Oh!
Oh, Jack. Whoa. Who's back there? Dom's got the other ball back too, but look at it. Jack's on the
Big bowl, Dominic Sheridan.
Well, Jonesy.
The whole of Palmwoods will be going off.
Jonesy be squeezing in his shorts here. Got to pull the big one out of the bag, Jonesy.
Oh, they're not far from jumping in their cars and driving down for the final.
Might be the Palmwoods crew.
Yeah, they got the bus.
Get the
Fill up the bus. Bring it to Caloundra.
drive the bus, Greenie.
Wow.
Well, maybe.
He'll survive. Okay. Jonesy, what can you produce here, mate? There's a ridge there. There's a ridge. There's a... Oh! What are you saying, Dom? Is he close enough? We can't tell from here.
Dom's bowl looks a bit further back, but depends who's closest to, pardon me, close to the centre line.
Just keep it together for a few more minutes, Ray. There, Jamie. Oh, he's run into something. He'd run into Dom.
Dom's another bowl.
Now, okay, don't say a thing. He's bowling. He's just got to add probably only 6 inches to his last. He's playing it, so it's not close enough. And is there a ridge? No. Well, he's got to play his too.
Pardon me. Surely they know. who's up and who's down. Why would you play it, Jamie, if you haven't got a...
especially on that hand.
No, he's running, trying to run that bowl. Maybe he thinks he's down.
Come on, Jamie. What have you done? Got him interested. 1 up.
1 up, right? So the Jonesy did draw the ultimate. Oh, they're going to play another end? No, they're not. They're tricking us, surely.
Well, can't rely on that scoreboard, can we? If it's a tie, do they have to toss a coin?
Oh, they would decide who...
If that's 21 ends and they're a draw,
Well, righto, we've been tricked. We've been tricked.
well,
Oh, well, maybe the winner of this end will win it.
hang in there, guys.
Yeah, they're going to have a bit of a go here. Last end,
I had you turned down.
they're all over it.
Yeah. Now they're bowling.
No, good bowl.
Now the pressure's on. I might put it there so we can pick up on a bit of body language as well. Or just
another
dead
very
draw
good
it.
bowl. I think that's very close.
Isn't that a far cry from 2 ends ago?
It is, yeah. Back with the tailwind. Right, Jones, there's not many holes through there. We'll see if you can land a bowl, draw another one, or move the jack. Would be a good move for you at this stage. Beat them to it. Interview, another good weighted bowl here. Found the hole. But I think he might have tickled Dom's bowl over, so it's a fair chance that Jimmy's bowl's definitely the shot now, if it wasn't before. Jamie's bowl coming into view. Oh, very close. He's not in a pretty good position if someone else happens to move the jack, so, or himself later. Jones, he's not stalking, but he's still having a good look. He's got it.
He's got it.
Not sure his ball kicked back then, but so it's Jones' own bowl that kicked back that looks the redder of them. Whereas Dom's got a bit more darker colour on his, so I'd imagine Jimmy or Jonesy. I'd say Jonesy's holding shot himself, one shot. Dom's wanting the bowl to do something here, and he has.
Oh.
He's done just enough. Shoot a hole, Jamie Bartell.
Bartell. Oh, they'll carry you off the green, and they're on their shoulders, Jamie, if that stays there. Plenty of blockers in the way for a drive.
Come on, Greeny, start loading the bus out there, mate.
I don't know if he's under the knife yet, but it's happening this week or something.
Thursday,
Thursday.
I think, or was it last Thursday?
That's what I mean.
I think it was last Thursday.
Lost track. Okay, what do we got here? Can he go? Can he go through there and get a? Had the right idea. Now he's got backward.
Stayed up, you're right, Jimmy. Yep.
Yep.
Dom onto the mat already.
The famous Dom push.
The push.
He likes it.
Jamie's wavering it to go somewhere. Through that, he's covered the hole, maybe.
He's got a second.
2 shots. He's wanted to lay down to, pardon me, give him more cover on something, maybe. So Jones, you'll ask Jimmy to maybe open it up a little bit here to give him something to look at.
Come on, Jimmy.
Jamie clapping that, is he?
Oh!
That's why Jamie started clapping early.
We were on a slight delay here, and the crowd gave it away. And now we've got to draw to the ditch.
Certainly wants a close one. Give Jamie a chance to have a smack at those 2 bowls there. Although one's a touch anyway, so sit and stayed on.
No. Well, Jimmy.
Jimmy's got the two there, all of his own.
Jimmy's the hero.
I think there's a little bit of width on that. But he's certainly got to draw within 18 inches of the ditch at the worst.
Well, Jamie's down there watching.
Pretty good bowl, Jonesy.
We can't kill the end.
No, it's just a Jamie special rule.
And Jamesy sportsman to the end. Here's your bowl, mate.
He's putting the moz on it, and I've been a sportsman. Might have licked it or something like that.
No, he didn't. He's a good man.
Oh, Jamie, what's this? You can't get your upside down that, mate. It's a toucher there.
Can't get all 3 of them. Can you?
Well, you probably can, but then you've got to draw one next. That's all right. Look out, he rolled one up nearly for shot.
Oh, see the toucher there right in the middle of the screen?
That's not his, though.
Isn't it?
Oh, is it? Did Dom get a toucher?
Yeah, that's not Dom. I thought, yeah. Thought he might have been trying to put his toucher in the ditch, but no, you're right. That's a Club Marucci bowl.
They shook hands all over, boys.
Okay.
Right, shaking hands, and Ellen out there giving a few orders.
Well, Club Marucci, we will see you
That
in
ring
about 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah. Rightio. So we've got a final between the Club Marucci and Yandina. About half an hour ago they got through.
Yeah.
Flying colours. So the Yandina boys have played well all day. Marucci boys have just turned up a pretty good finish there. So let's go. And we've got the other ring next door, which we'll be able to keep in touch with. We've got the Quina girls against the Tewanton girls, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Considering we thought this game was finished 2 ends ago.
we did, yeah.
Okay.
Right, we'll have a quick bite to eat and we'll be back into it.
Thank you very much.